Hello, all my gorgeous loves. What's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Crystal. I'm an intuitive tarot reader here on YouTube. Today I am back with a new pick a card. Today we are going to be looking into who you are going to marry, who your future spouse is. So before we get started, I would like to remind everyone here that this is a general collective reading. A lot of different energies here, a lot of different people. So please, like always, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you would like a private reading with me, you can always email me over at starlighttarot999@gmail.com. My readings are a gift exchange, so I send you your reading and you send me back whatever monetary gift you can afford. I want to keep my readings affordable for everyone. So if you would like more information on my readings or to reserve a spot on my schedule, feel free to email me. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into today's reading. So we have 3 groups here. We have group 1, group 2, and group 3. Feel free to take a moment and intuitively choose a group. You can pause the video if you need to, if you need extra time. And when you've chosen your group, you can go ahead and check out the comment section and the description down below for the timestamps I will be providing so you can skip right on over to your readings. So pause if you need extra time, but with that, we are going to go ahead and jump into today's readings. I will see you all there. Lots of love. Hello, all my gorgeous loves who chose group number 1. So you all chose this attitude card, and this is actually card number 1, which I thought was interesting. So right off the bat, I'm feeling like the person you are going to marry is very capable of putting up with your attitude or dealing with, helping you through things and dealing with any kind of attitude you might have. So let's go ahead and pull some tarot and let's see a little bit about the person you are going to marry, your future spouse. Let's see. I'm going to give this a good shuffle. All right, soul team, spirit guides, angels, please show us a little bit about group 1's future spouse, please and thank you. Okay, so we start off with the 4 of Cups in reverse. This is self-awareness. So I feel like this person is going to be very connected to their emotions and very self-aware of how they react and things like that. Let's see. Group 1, their future spouse, spirit. Ooh, we have the Ace of Coins. This says new beginnings. So this could, usually the Ace of Coins talks about a new financial beginning. But I also feel like this is just, new beginnings all the way around with this new person, or the person you're going to marry. I feel like this person is going to really help. I feel like you're going to complement each other very well when it comes to finances. I feel like it will probably be pretty easy for you both to maybe buy a house. You may meet each other at a job. I feel like you both will be very good at saving as well. So that will help bring in a new kind of financial beginning, basically, is kind of what I'm getting. The Ace of Coins, of course, aces always represent, beginnings. So this could be planting the seeds for your future together, basically, is kind of what I'm getting with this person. This person's very self-aware, And I feel like that really helps them save money, or, really helps them, work towards their goals, basically, is kind of what I'm saying. For group 1. Ooh, we have the Four of Wands. This is celebrating union. Beautiful. So, marriage, celebrating. I love that energy for you. Let's see. A little bit more about group 1's future with this person. Ooh, okay, so we have the Ten of Swords. This is changing the outcome. Okay, that's what the Ten of Swords in reverse says. So you may have had a past with a lot of people that you thought were going to be the one, and it ended up being not. And I feel like with this person, this person's just going to feel different to you. The energy of this person is going to feel different. You won't feel like this is going to end. This person is going to want to start a life with you, and I feel like this person is going to be able to definitely handle anything you bring to the table, okay? And I feel like you both will complement each other so well. So I feel like the outcome of this connection, compared to maybe your past connections or their past connections, will feel different. There will be a change of outcome, okay? Let's pull one more for you all. So for group 1's future spouse, what kind of energy can you show us, Spirit? Okay, so we have the Fool in reverse. This says only fools rush in. So you will probably date for a little bit before you, actually get into a relationship, get married. Because of how self-aware this person is, I feel like they want to kind of take things slow and learn more about you, and they're not going to rush in and say, after a week, hey, we're going to get married or ask you to marry them. They're going to take things slow, okay? There's going to be a change of pace with this person. It's going to just feel different than any past connection, okay? And I definitely feel like this person will talk about celebrating, how your wedding will look, who might be there, what kind of dress you might wear, or tuxedo, whoever you are, whatever you might wear. But they're not going to rush in and, want to go too fast with things. Does that make sense? So you could meet this person at a new job if that's something you are, looking at down the road in the future. If you aren't starting a new job, then I feel like this person is just going to really be able to save and want to start a new beginning with you, financially, maybe buy a house, save to buy a house, or, move in together, something down the road. But they're not going to rush in too quickly. Does that make sense? So let's go ahead and pull some oracle. I want to know a little bit more about this person. Your future spouse. For group 1, please, Spirit. Group 1's future spouse, please and thank you. Okay. Unfinished business. It's not over. Patterns, back and forth, baggage. Okay. So, I hate those readings that are like, oh, your ex is coming back. Unfinished business does make me think ex, okay? It does make me think, going back and forth with an ex. But this person's very self-aware, okay? Maybe they're going to have a realization that you are the one, for some of you, if you've had, like, a serious ex, because that could also show the changing of the outcome. It could be different with this person. But I feel like maybe you might date this person for a little bit and, kind of go back and forth. You're not really sure at first. And slowly, I feel like you'll gain self-awareness, and this person will gain self-awareness and realize that they want to be with you and you want to be with them. And it kind of gives me that back and forth kind of energy, changing the outcome. Only fools rush in. So it kind of feels like it's going to take a little bit of time to actually get to the marriage part of this connection. But I mean, this is the person you're going to marry, so it might take some time, but you will, celebrate that union. Sorry. So for group 1, a little bit more. Oh. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera. Unexpected, surprise, unpredictable, shocking, unusual. So this could be somebody that you have had a connection with before, or they're just, I don't know, there's unexpected energy here, unfinished, unexpected. There's going to be some shocking energy here, honestly. If this isn't an ex that you are changing the outcome with, I feel like you might go in a few circles with this person, back and forth a couple of times before you get to the actual marriage part. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Let's see. What else can you show, Spirit? Okay. So we have truth, confession, clarity, reveal secrets. So I feel like after some back and forth kind of energy here, they're going to come forward with that, I want to marry you. You are the one kind of energy, and change that outcome. Instead of breaking up, it's going to be we're getting married kind of energy. But it's not, like I said, it's not going to be a fast transition from I'm dating this person to we're married. It feels like there's going to be a need to grow a little bit and gain self-awareness after you meet this person if you haven't already met this person. I feel like this person will come back and go back and forth. You might even go back and forth with this person, and there will be surprises, unpredictable kind of energy with this person. They'll surprise you with different things, and then eventually I feel like they're going to come forward and be like, okay, I can't let you go. I need you kind of energy with the truth. Let's see. Group 1, their future spouse. Spiritual awakening. Enlightenment, epiphany, life lessons, rebirth, and that's the changing the outcome. I feel like this person will have epiphanies, realizations. They'll realize, oh, I keep coming back to this specific person because I'm in love with them, or I need to, marry them and I want to be with them kind of energy. Does that make sense? And that's why there's so much back and forth, unexpected kind of energy. Let's see, one more card from this deck. And then I also have zodiac cards and things like that. So, let's see. Okay, there's fear. That's why they're not rushing in. Because they're afraid, uneasy, suspicion, scared. That's what this says. So they're scared. Okay, they're scared to maybe let down their walls, let you in. Take those next steps, because of maybe things that happened in the past to them. Things like that. So, let's see. I have some zodiac cards. We are going to see if we can pull their sun card, because when asked about zodiac signs, most people reply with their sun sign. And let's see, for group 1, their future spouse's sign, zodiac sign. Please and thank you. This is a pretty small deck, so we'll just see what comes out. Oh, we have Scorpio. Okay, yeah. So, I always feel like Scorpio, I don't know a lot about zodiac signs, I'm going to be completely honest, but when I think Scorpio, I feel like have they have problems letting down their walls, honestly. So they have like the need to be like, it's kind of like what I'm saying here. It's like there's the walls and this person's like behind it and they're needing to be tough and like not let anybody in. That's the kind of energy I'm getting from this. So I feel like that's kind of what this person, that's where this person's going to be at, honestly, I feel like. So I also, I did a couple of things before I started this reading. I wanted to have our Scrabble letters, okay? And I also wanted to be able to choose hair color and eye color, so I came up with a few, wrote them down, and put them in little baggies so I can choose out of them. So let's start with the Scrabble letters. So I'm hoping for initials. So let's pull like 4 of these to start off with for you guys. Let's see. For group 1's future spouse, please. Alright, we have an S. We have that's a W. That's an A. It's a saw. And a V. Okay, we have 3 1s, so 1, 1, 1. And then 2 4s, that's interesting. So, okay, so lastly, I want to use, so we're going to start off with the little eye color thing that I made. So I'm just going to reach in off camera and pull one out. Let's see what we receive here. For group 1, let's see. I tried to think of all the different eye colors, hair colors that I possibly could. So you guys received blue. Okay, so blue eyes. Let's see. And let's look at hair color. I thought it'd be fun to like, I've never done like the hair color, eye color. I wish I could find an oracle deck with those. So if you know of one, feel free to comment it because that'd be awesome to have an oracle deck. But I don't right now. Oh, come here. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, and the hair's brunette. So blue eyes and brunette hair. I love that. So gorgeous. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed this reading. Okay, I really do. If you did, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the little bell so you never miss one of my readings. And yeah, this is all I have for you guys. I will talk to you all in my next reading. Lots of love. Bye. Hello, all my gorgeous loves who chose group number 2 with this beautiful Whispers of Spring. So I love this card. I love the colors so much. So I feel like your personality with the person you are going to marry are going to match up so well. I feel like you are going to really complement each other in the best ways. So let's go ahead and pull some tarot and learn a little bit about your future spouse, okay? Let's see. For group 2, Spirit, Soul Team, Angels, please show us a little bit about group 2's future spouse, please and thank you. What do we need to know? Okay, so beautiful. We start off with the Ace of Wands, a passionate start. So there's going to be fire, flames, kind of passion in this connection. Let's see. For group 2, we have the Page of Swords, thirst for knowledge. Interesting. Okay. All right. I feel like this person is going to want to know you, okay? There's going to be a physical kind of passion, okay? But there's also going to be this thirst for knowledge from this person in regards to you. They're going to want to know about, you and know things about you and, talk to you okay? Nonstop. So we have the Five of Coins. This says left out in the cold, okay? Let's see. For group 2, we have the Eight of Swords, release limiting beliefs. So this person has been hurt in their past, and they have this fear of being left out in the cold. But I feel like as you really connect with this person, those kind of limiting beliefs are going to kind of go away, okay? We always have, baggage, but this person is really going to heal with you, okay? But that may be something that you deal with towards the beginning of your connection with this person. Let's pull one more of these. Okay, and then we have the Seven of Swords, not what it seems. Interesting. We're going to pull some Oracle and see what we receive there. Okay, so let's see. Hold on 2 seconds. So I feel like there's definitely going to be a physical aspect to this connection, a very strong physical aspect. They're going to want to know a lot about you. I feel like they have this fear of being left out in the cold, of being left in general. They may have abandonment issues, but I feel like they're going to be releasing limiting beliefs, healing. We are going to pull some Oracle to see a little bit more about that Seven of Swords. Let's see, for group 2, a little bit about their future spouse. Oh, okay. So we have signs and synchronicities. We have coincidence, signal, hint, message from the universe. Okay, so you are probably going to see signs, synchronicities towards the beginning of your connection, or really probably before you actually meet this person. Okay, let's see a little bit more. Okay, so this person is going to be going through realizations. We have spiritual awakening. This says enlightenment, epiphany, life lessons, rebirth. So they're going to, it's almost like they're going to have realizations about how much, like how interested they are in you, how much they like you, how much they enjoy spending time with you. Let's see. And that kind of gives me the energy that they are also going to be healing as well, like we were talking about. Let's see. For group 2, we have home. Comfort, safety, belonging, shelter. Okay, so it almost is like these are two totally different sides of the spectrum. We have the Five of Coins, which is like left out in the cold is what this says. So feeling alone, almost like isolated kind of energy. But then we have home, which talks about comfort, safety, belonging, shelter. So I feel like that's the energy you are going to give to this person, and that's kind of like the past that they, the Five of Coins, is kind of like the past that they maybe grew up in, or the past connections that they've had have been really tough for them. But you are going to almost feel like, at home for them. Very like comforting energy. So let's see, for group 2. Oh. So we have fear. This says afraid, uneasy, suspicion, scared. So releasing those limiting beliefs, that's kind of what we were talking about. So we're releasing that fear of being left out in the cold, being hurt, that kind of energy. Now I want to see what we receive for the Seven of Swords, not what it seems. What do we have here, Spirit? For group 2. Okay. So for the Seven of Swords, the not what it seems, we have change. We have regeneration, growth, metamorphosis, cycles. So I feel like that the connection that you are going to have with this person is going to scare them at first, okay? So there will definitely need to be some growth here and some change. I know that this is like, your future spouse kind of, reading, but as you're dating, as you're getting to know each other, there's going to be some serious growth. There's just going to be realizations that maybe this connection isn't the same as past connections, or, maybe there's going to be realizations that this person isn't going to be left out in the cold like past relationships, or, things like that. There's going to be change, but there's definitely going to be fear around this. But that is something that this person is going to have to let go, and something I feel like you are going to also kind of have to deal with as this person really connects with you. I feel like they're really scared, okay? So let's go ahead. I have zodiac cards. I want to, hopefully, my goal is to pull their sun card, because when asked about a zodiac sign, most people say their sun sign. Let's see. For group 2, the person they are going to marry, what zodiac sign are they most likely? Please. Their sun sign. Having issues shuffling these. Obviously, there's only 12, so... Oh, okay. Hold on. I don't want to take that, because that was a lot. That was just... I feel like I dropped those. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. So we pulled Capricorn. So, let's see. Now, lastly, I have some Scrabble letters to hopefully pull their initials. And then I also have little baggies that I made right before this reading I did. That has eye colors and hair colors that I want to pull from to hopefully see what hair and eye color they have. So for group 2, initials, we're going to pull 4 of these. Yeah, it feels like this person is just going to be coming in with a lot of fear. So we have C. We have N. We have G. And then we have I. Okay, so let's start off with this person's hair color. So I told you I made like little baggies. I'm going to pull them off camera to see. I added in as many eye color and hair color I could think of. So hopefully... Oh, we have brunette. That's awesome. Okay, and then let's see. Eye color. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, we have hazel. So a brunette with hazel eyes. I love that. Okay. So that sounds adorable. So yeah, just be patient with this person when you meet them. You are definitely going to see signs, synchronicities as you enter this connection. It may even be 222, or 111, because we have 2 1s here and a 1, and 10. But there's a lot of fear within this person. They may not have grown up in a great, in a great like home life, or they've just had some really not great past connections, relationships, but there's going to be so much passion when you first meet this person. It's going to be almost overwhelming, and that's probably where a lot of the fear is coming from this person. They're scared to open up and be authentic with you because of the overwhelming passion that you're going to have with this person. So yeah, this is all I have for you all. Group 2. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the little bell so you never miss one of my readings. And I will talk to you all in my next one. Lots of love. Bye. Hello, all my gorgeous loves who chose group number 3 with this beautiful Magnolia card. So we are going to be looking into the energy of your future spouse, what kind of energy they are going to be bringing in, whatever you kind of need to know about them currently. So let's see, let's give this a good shuffle. Spirit guides, soul team, angels, please show us a little bit about group 3's future spouse, please, and thank you, who they're going to marry. Let's see. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups in reverse. This is self-awareness. Okay, so this person's going to be very self-aware. Oh, okay. Okay, we have death. This is external change, so a transition is going to be happening. So things are going to be changing. Oh, we have the devil. Okay. Strings attached. Interesting. Okay, a little bit more, please. We have the Emperor in reverse. Excessive control. Okay. And last card, we have Temperance, perfecting balance. Okay, I would like to point out the crazy amount of major arcana we have here. Okay, Death, Devil, Emperor, and Temperance. That is 4 major arcana out of the entire tarot deck, which is a lot. Okay, so we have self-awareness, transitions, external change. Okay, this isn't somebody dying. This is, external change. We have the devil, strings attached. This can be addictions, feeling chained. We have the Emperor in reverse, excessive control. So, that masculine kind of energy, but like over the top kind of masculine energy is kind of what I get from the Emperor in reverse. But then we have Temperance, which is perfecting balance. I'm going to pull some Oracle. Because that is a lot. Like, honestly, that's surprising, the amount of strong energy we get from this. So, there will be change. This person is very self-aware. There are strings attached or an addiction of some kind with this person. And then there's the energy of excessive control, but then this person's also, or you're trying to perfect balance. I'm not sure. Let's see. For group 3, a little bit about this person they're going to marry in the future, please. Let's see. Okay. So we have finances, money problems, work, material things, success. So, I mean, honestly, this is just... So this person could be very, very focused on finances, material things. Like, this could either be money problems or success with money. So I just feel like this person is very aware of their finances. Okay. We have toxic relationship, fighting, codependent, misunderstanding, trigger. And that is right over that external change. There's a need for a transition here. So right over the devil with the strings attached, we have single, alone, isolation, lonely, guarded. I feel like some of you may already be married. I feel like there is somebody who chose this pile who's already married and is not happy. Because maybe this other person is focused on finances. But there's, I mean, honestly, the Death card, the Devil, and the Emperor in reverse in a row is very strong. I want to say toxic kind of energy, to be honest with you. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, okay? Let's try that again. Okay. Storm warning. Upheaval, obstacle, wrecking ball, drama. Right over that excessive control. One more. Okay. And then we have divine timing. Wrong timing, stalemate. Perfect timing, waiting. Right over that perfecting balance, that temperance. Okay. So, do not settle for less than you deserve, okay? I feel like there's somebody, the person you're going to marry or attempt to marry, to be honest, because we have single right here in the middle, right over that strings attached. Maybe this other person's going to be acting single, okay? This person's very, very focused on their finances, their work. Then there needs to be an external change. There needs to be a shift because there's a toxic relationship. There's strings attached or an addiction of some kind. Then we have single, alone, guarded, isolation. So it could be that this person is acting single, or this is going to be you single, or them single. Then we have excessive control with the Emperor in reverse, which lines up with storm warning. Upheaval, obstacles, wrecking ball, drama. So this person is going to be bringing in quite the storm, okay? Quite the drama, okay? And then we have the perfecting balance. We have temperance. So we have divine timing, wrong timing, stalemate, perfect timing, waiting. So there's some kind of divine timing. This is really interesting because the energy's changed within this reading. So I feel like you are being told to be self-aware, okay? Do not settle for less than you deserve. If there is a toxic relationship, then either call it out, change it, talk to somebody you trust. And you know what? What else is, I found it interesting that Magnolia, there's only one fairy, and the other two cards that I set out to choose from have two other, like one has a dragon and a fairy, one has two identical fairies, and this one's the only one that's alone. So I feel like this is almost like your spirit guides telling you, okay, you need to pay attention to who you're marrying, okay? Because this is very interesting energy. There's major toxic storm warning kind of energy here, and we have single right in the middle, okay? So you need to be careful not to allow somebody to take advantage of you, to put you in a position where you have to, or where you could get hurt to this extent, okay? And if you are already married, and this is the kind of energy this person is putting you through, then you need to obviously talk to somebody you trust, but really evaluate where you want to go from here, okay? Because this is like really toxic energy. All they care about really is finances, and there's a lot of drama and almost like anger in this connection. So just be careful, okay? If you haven't met this person yet, be careful, okay? Even on the bottom of the deck, the energy changed. On the oracle deck we were using, it has regret, mistake, guilt, wrong choices, apology. So, okay, be careful, okay? It's better to be single than to be in a connection where there are strings attached, where you almost feel like you're in chains, where there's like this need for excessive control that could be, almost like checking where you're going every time you go out, or, being obsessed, checking your phone while you're asleep kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? Like that need for I'm going to control every aspect of your life is the kind of energy I get from this, okay? The Death and the Devil card right next to each other is some powerful energy. And then your spirit guides added in the Emperor in reverse. That's some real heavy energy. Okay? Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull a Zodiac card. I want a Zodiac card for this person group 3 is going to marry, or might marry, however this goes. Now I am looking for a sun sign, because when asked about Zodiac signs, most people give their sun sign, which is whatever month you are born in. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog. He's barking. He's outside. Alright. Let's see. For group. Okay. And we have Aquarius. Okay. So, I want to pull some Scrabble letters. This is for initials. And then I also made some baggies that have hair color and eye color, because I don't have any oracle cards yet. So yeah, if anyone knows any good oracle cards that have hair color, eye color kind of, I haven't been able to find any. So if you know some, definitely comment them down below, because I'd love to buy them. We have U. Let's see. We have B. Okay. We have L and T. Okay. We also have 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1, and a 1 up here. So if you were seeing 11, 11, 1, 1, 1, any kind of combination of 1, 1, 1, that could be significant, okay? Okay, so let's go ahead. I told you I made like little baggies because I wanted them for this reading. I'm going to just... Okay, we're going to go with this. This is eye color. Let's see. We have green. Okay, and hair. See. Feeling, I can't grab it. Oh my goodness. There we go. Let's see. Right here. Brunette. All 3 out of, like, I've had a few, like, I've blonde dyed hair in here, different color hairs, and every single one of the piles have gotten brunette. So a brunette with green eyes, but everyone has gotten different eye color, or green hair, but everyone has gotten different eye colors. That's interesting. So this is all I have for you. Group 3, I feel like maybe this person you are going to try to marry is the wrong person because we have divine timing, wrong timing, stalemate, perfect timing, waiting. So be patient, okay? Don't just settle for the first person that wants to maybe marry you or, tries to draw you in like that, okay? Maybe it is better to stay single if you can and wait for the right person to come along, okay? So I hope that this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the little bell so you never miss one of my readings, and I will talk to you all in my next one. Lots of love. Bye.